Lord, make your way plain for me to follow. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey. Hey. It's almost summertime. Hey. Yeah. We turning dreams into reality. Yeah. Turning dreams into reality. We turning dreams into reality. Yeah. Gonna make it where you need to be. Yeah. Turning dreams into reality. Yeah. You gonna make it where you wanna be. Yeah. We turning dreams into reality. Giving praise in the morning. We giving praise in the morning. We giving praise in the morning. Hey. Turning dreams into reality. Yeah. We turning dreams into reality. Yeah. You gonna make it where you wanna be. Yeah. Turning dreams into reality. Yeah. 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 We giving praise in the morning. Good morning. Yeah. We giving praise in the morning. Dreams into reality. Turning dreams into reality. Turning dreams into reality. You gonna make it where you need to be. You gonna make it where you wanna be. Yeah. We turning dreams into reality. Yeah. Turning dreams into reality. You gonna make it where you need to be. Yeah. Turning dreams into reality. Yeah. We giving praise in the morning. All praise in the morning. Yeah. Joy comes in the morning. Turning dreams into reality. Yeah. You gonna make it where you need to be. Yeah. You gonna make it where you need to be. Turning dreams into reality. Dear Lord, when I wake up in the morning, morning. Hey. Dear Lord, when I wake up in the morning, yeah, we turning dreams into reality. We gonna make it where we need to be. Yeah, turning dreams into reality. We give praise in the morning. Yeah, joy comes in the morning. To keep praying, have to keep going, have to keep moving sometimes. Hey, we turning dreams into reality. We turning dreams into reality. You gonna make it where you need to be. You gonna make it where you need to be. Giving praise in the morning. Giving praise in the morning. It's alright. It's okay. Yeah, we seeing better days. It's alright. It's okay. Yeah, we seeing better days. We giving praise in the morning. Praise in the morning. Yeah. Praise in the morning. You gonna make it where you need to be. You got the perfect opportunity. You got the perfect opportunity. You gonna make it where you need to be. Turning dreams into reality. Hey tribe, hope you guys are doing well in positive energy and attracting the life you desire. Because who can do it better than you? Nobody. Whoa. Right? Like that kind of energy. Okay, so we're coming through with another one for you guys. Make sure you take the message how it resonates in your life. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And don't forget, if you love the video, to run your girl and your boy up with some hearts, okay? We want to make sure we get the message out to the collective. You know, we read for a lot of divine beings, divine individuals on their path, on their journey, you know, to greatness. And we just want to get the message out. So,
absolutely, just trying to get this something.
Y'all, I'm feeling a lot better. You know, I've been down, but I'm feeling a lot better. I had that 2025.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what you call it, flu, cold, whatever it was. It tried to take me down, all the way down. Okay. So I've been battling with that, excuse me, for about the last week. But I'm feeling better in my spirit. I'm letting this stuff come out of me, and I'm just pushing through. So I hope you guys are doing well.
Absolutely. So, good morning and grand rising, right? All of those good things. Just want to send you some light, love, and positive energy, you know. And I love the hearts. Let's get them moving. Let's get the hearts moving. Get the hearts moving. So I've been feeling real good in my spirit. My sleep state, it felt strong. I woke up rejuvenated, and we went to sleep late last night. So it feels good in the collective energy. We're going to just jump straight into the cards. But of course, I do have a download.
Message.
Look.
We got a message.
And my page hit on fire instantly.
They try to burn it down. I told you there's a lot of candle magic and stuff going on. Trying to take the whole notebook. You don't need this. Don't tell them.
Okay, so we had 3 that I was looking at. Number 1.
Let what ride out, boo?
It's all right. It's okay.
You gotta let that ride out.
Right. I
don't know, maybe something resonated with us.
Maybe.
Welcome
It's
you all
okay.
in anyway. Okay, so I'm trying to look for the remote. I don't like to feel like I'm screaming, but I still like a little groove in the background, especially when it's our groove, right? No copyright infringement. So everything being authentic. To become aware of spiritual energies around you and the correlation that your spirit has with them. You know what that's telling me? Maybe somebody you got to start looking past what people say to you and really look at what spirit they moving in. Because people will come to you in the name of a cause, right? Sometimes people actually come to you and they in the name of a righteous cause even, right? But when you get behind the cause, you got to study the intentions of people. So spirit is saying to become more aware of spiritual energies around you and the correlation that your spirit has with them. Now, that's also saying to be aware of what you attract. Like, as you adapt to the new you, just know when you adapt, you also attract. So, become more aware of yourself, right? It's not to induce paranoia, it's to induce awareness, right? Learn what makes you tick. And moreover, learn how to be honest about, because some of us, we have hang-ups and we get into relationships, entanglements, whatever you want to call it. We get into different relationships with people. And it's the secret energies that we hold that we don't know that attract, right? You know, it's like if you in a relationship with a person and you desire something else and you're not honest about what you desire, you're not gonna be able to track it down, right? Because you're gonna and it's gonna attract to you. Because the more you refrain from it in the physical, that's the more spiritual power you're giving it, right? So when the opportunity meets the desire,
disaster happens.
Opportunity and desire, when they meet, it becomes a green light. Like all of the things that is a red light for you, well, that opportunity meet desire, it's going to induce a green light. You're going to be ready to go.
Time.
So begin to be aware of the energies around you and your correlation with them. And know that, I said this yesterday, I'm going to say it again. Just because you have dark power that doesn't mean you have to become a dark person.
It's okay.
It's so many righteous people that have dark power, right? When you look at the energy of Christ, it was dark.
It's alright.
Look at Christ and look at the spiritual enemies that he came against. Many of them would look at him and be like, that's a demon, right? So you got to look at it and understand the correlation of you and your darkness, learn how to balance it. Number 2,
For everything.
your spiritual ranking and your strengths and weakness. I feel like Spirit wants people to become aware of it. Begin to learn where you stand at spiritually. Put yourself through a series of tests, right? No, don't test yourself by throwing yourself in spiritual areas, right, that you don't got no knowledge of. That's not a wise way to test yourself, right?
Alright.
Study.
It's okay.
What you think you know, put it to the test. That's a good place. Thank you, Spirit. What you already think you know, right, your foundation,
It's okay.
put it to the test. Study it. Allow yourself to be upgraded. Remember, we meeting resistance from a new world. So your faith, it need to be reinforced. You got to learn how to reinforce your faith by putting it to the test. This is the only way you're going to determine. A person can tell you highly ranked. That don't mean you're going to receive it. You can still move around outside your ranking. You know, the energy of the Bible says, study to show thyself approved unto God. That's real energy right there. When you study, it's something about your Akashic records and your study time. When they meet, boom, explosions happen. Because you begin to read things and your DNA already understand it. Your DNA already know. Your soul knows it. It's just a matter. That's why a lot of times when you get tapped in, you really stop studying and you will just read where Spirit leads you, right? Because now your Akashic record is kicking in. Right? So, and your strengths and your weaknesses. Focus on them. Know them both. Don't be a person that runs from your weaknesses and pretend to stand in your strengths at all times. Because then somebody gonna test your strength and your weakness gonna fall out. It's almost like opening a closet door that's full of junk. When you open it, things fall out. That's how it is when we masquerade, right? Your weakness, nobody's saying walk around with it on display, but be in touch with it. That way you can balance it, right? And not only that, a person can respect you spiritually when they understand you have weaknesses, but they balance, right? That's when a person can really receive your strength. But when you always trying to be like, your whole life not going to consist of your strong areas, right? That's like, we come on here and we speak. We in the power and the anointing. But in our real life, we have weaknesses that we have to tend to. And we got to stay the course. Because if we don't tend to our weaknesses, we never going to reach the strength to be here. Been 2 years strong, right? So, know your weaknesses. And that way, your strengths, they can be really authentic, right? Because there's nothing like pretending to be strong when you know you're standing in weakness, right? It's better to be real enough to be like, you know, I'm in my weakness, but I'm strong enough to handle it, right? You know, like a more temperamental energy, because there's too many false pretenses of strength. You know, people tapping in with cards, pretending like they strong enough to do it,
Right.
unlocking doors, and then when it affects them, they not understanding, but it's fair warnings and things being given. Like, know your strengths. Just because you enlightened don't mean tarot cards is your strength. Just because you enlightened, it doesn't mean just running the areas and just think every gift is yours. That's them trickster spirits. They have you believing that you got a piece of every gift. Some people are like that, multi-gifted, right? But when it's wholesome, you're going to know your strength.
An evil spirit will feed you a story to give too.
Right. And then sometimes when we got multiple gifts, right? Honestly, when they come from God, God is going to give you, always you're going to get back what you put out. That's the laws of God, right? So, if you get back what you put out, right? That's self-explanatory. Every gift is not operable. The moving, right? It's not given. It's not what's been put out. It's the same law. What's really put out there for you to move in, that's going to be effective not to you, but to men and mankind. Because powerful gifts, they really got a way of working for others more than they work for the host. So when you feel like you're a person, all your gifts supposed to work for you, you gotta beware the trickster spirit right there. That's the trickster energy right there. It's like, I got this gift. I think I could do that. I think I could do that. We all been through that. It's a vicissitude. It's a part of growth. But eventually you'll get smacked around in a lot of areas, and then you'll realize, okay, this is where I belong. This is my strong suit. Let me stay over here and be authentic in my lane right here. And let me not dabble, and let me not tamper, and let me not, because when you dabble and tamper, man, them trickster spirits, they'll line you up real good too. Line you up real good, right?
And we back for everything.
Okay, I'll spit the last one. Oh,
Wait.
somebody. I see something. Oh, gone. Okay. All right. Connecting the dots of your life through intuition and introspection.
You live in better days. Hey,
It
it's all right.
was a story that went along with this, right? But I'm gonna leave that, right?
In better days.
Intersecting points between spirit and reality, right? Connecting the dots of your life through intuition and introspection, right? So that requires you to sit with yourself. When you receive your intuitions, make them introspective before you make them,
And we back for
before you push your gift outward, study it inward. In other words, let your intuition lead you to the introspection of yourself. This is how you get grounded. You ain't never gonna get grounded in your gift. As soon as you feel it working, you jump out there with it. The devil gonna cut you down. You always gonna have average. Nobody's gift is powerful enough to protect them from any enemy. So if you feel like you in that energy where you all protected, you being manipulated. Wisdom will set in. Your gift give you liberty, right? It says the gift will make way for itself. So if you take the gift where it don't belong, you silence the gift and you make you ahead of your gift. You gotta learn to get behind your gift, right? And introspection and intuition, it allows you to connect the dots of your life. You like, this happened to me when I was young. I ain't see it then. Okay, but it was for this right now. We do a lot of it in our life. It's healthy, right? It's very industrial on a spiritual level, meaning it builds. Like, it's like you ever went in your intuition now that you ascended and found something from your childhood and you was able to reflect on it and correlate it, right? And it become a strength, right? Because essentially what you're doing on a quantum level, you going back to that time and you straightening out the energy, right? So it's going to reflect. Time is an illusion.
Yeah, that's true. I go to my childhood a lot, and I'm like, okay, my therapist taught me one time. Remember that therapist?
Yeah,
The therapist I had, I really loved her, and she had taught me that the little girl in you, right, still comes out, and sometimes you have to go and you have to find the little girl or the little boy in you that was hurt, and you have to dig in that area. So I'm a firm believer. That's why I teach it, because I did it. I had to go back and figure out why the little girl was insecure at these particular moments. What was she lacking? Why didn't she feel secure? Why didn't she feel like she had people? Go back to these different moments. Okay, well, why did the little girl feel like this at this time? Okay, the little girl didn't get the whole situation, but now as an adult, I can go back and I can see things and I can be healed. Even people that did things to me in life, I can be freed from it, because when I go back to these spots, I can understand that at that time they didn't even know what to do with me properly. They didn't know how to handle me.
Yeah.
They were young. They didn't know how to deal with the situation. right? Or maybe someone was holding information from me here, so I was hurting over here, not knowing that this person wasn't doing exactly what this person portrayed them to be doing, right?
Yes,
Because
indeed.
we could be talking about like co-parenting issues, where you could be a mom or dad that you've been through, or you could be the child of the result of the mom or the dad. Well, your dad did that parent that's always speaking negatively of the other parent, but maybe now that you're grown, you know the whole story.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't mom that was just running off all the time, or maybe it wasn't dad that was rolling like a rolling stone, right? Maybe it was the opposite, right? And you had to go back to that place and see those missing parts to really put it together, because it never really resonated with you. It never really made sense. Like, why this person didn't treat you the way they treated someone else, or why this person didn't show up for you, right? You have to go back and figure out, well, what exactly was really happening now that I can see, so that you can heal from those things.
You just gave a perfect demonstration that went together so beautifully, because the missive was definitely intuition, connecting the dots through intuition and introspection, and she just gave like a beautiful scenario. Your time is truly an illusion. Like, if you learn that you can really go in your mind, right, which is where the realms are consistent, through your thought. When you begin to extend your thought, you'll realize once you free them chakras up and you able to go back to your childhood, some thoughts they'll bust you down and make you cry, because God will open up the severity of the trauma that was hidden from you. Like, some of those things that traumatized us, God didn't even open up the severity. You've been living your whole life not even processing it, because God couldn't show it to you yet. But once you get balanced and you go back through intuition, like them meditations, man, they used to catch me during the initial stage of my ascension. I would be stuck. Right? Tears would just flow, and I would be stuck, right? And I would literally be able to see the little version of me that went through this, or that developed this habit, and see God was giving it to me because I was balanced. You know what I'm saying? I was refraining from the things I was supposed to. I was giving myself a chance to expand.
Yeah, because to whom much is given, much is required, right? So it takes a lot of work when you really want to see exactly what things are, right? When you really want to see beyond these physical eyes, when you really want to see people beyond their skin and their flesh and the way they're dressed and the way they look, when you really want to see a thing, you have to put in work, and when you put in the work, you'll be able to see exactly whatever it is that you're looking for, right? Once you clean yourself up, you can see.
I want to tell y'all something. It just came to me. It's so powerful that it almost brought a tear to my eye just now. It's an energy from the Bible. It spoke about Christ. It said he was a man of sorrows that was acquainted with grief. Yo, you think being chosen is easy?
It's not.
Yo, listen. A man of sorrows that's acquainted with grief, that's a person that can look and see in the spirit realm of others, right? So much so, even when I remember when Lazarus died, they said that Jesus wept, and at one time I thought he wept but he didn't weep in that way. He wept, and then he got right to the business of the resurrection, right? Something he learned from the schools of Egypt, right? He was about to demonstrate that, right? Resurrection, right? But when you look at it, he wept and it gripped him, right? But then it tells you the reason he wept was due to projection of others, right? And you think being a chosen person is really easy, right? It's not, because you're going to endure. Your empathy is so powerful. It's a must that you connect your trauma before you start trying to operate in your gift. It'll tear you apart. If you don't, this is what I'm trying to say. Ascension is it's a process you eat. It's not go all fast. It's not go. When your Kundalini energy, when that decalcify, that can tear you apart on a mental level. If you don't ease into it, That's why I feel sorry for people who come in the spirit with a baneful magic trick. Because they got debt. Before they can even ascend, they got debt to pass. It's real ugly, right? But yeah. You acquainted, you know, a man of sorrows acquainted with grief. That's 7 stages, you know. Like, that's saying pretty much the chosen one gonna be acquainted with grief. If we adapt the mind of Christ, it says that he was a man acquainted with grief, right? That's 7 stages. Imagine, yo, what you go through, right? It's all for the betterment of you. So it's best to learn how to be strong enough to enjoy the development of yourself. It's a journey. Break out of the religious mind, right? And learn how to enjoy life. Like, what you do is not on. Let me explain something. The things that afflict you, like your habits and all of these things, don't you know that's energy that the Most High can work through? What stop the hand of the Most High from rolling with you is spiritual offenses. We force God out of our life. Once we start doing spiritual things, spiritual offenses, right?
Spirit says that, Spirit says to say that at this time, if we keep allowing people to misuse us, you will be interfering with the divine plan. Okay? That means that, like, if you continue to allow people to misuse you, mistreat you, then they'll be able to continue to do it. Because at this time, we have to stand in strength. We have to stand in power. We have to stand up. Like, we can't allow people to continuously do the same things that they did to us. So if we don't stand up, then we will be walked over. And that's real. Like, we will be walked over because the people that are doing these things, they're going to want more and more and more. And so if it's not stopped now, it won't stop. It won't stop. So it's very important to know it must end here, okay? And don't get in the way of what God is doing for someone doing something to you. Stay over here, all right? You stay over here. You let God work over there, right? You know, because when people do things, there are consequences. Whether it's me, whether it's you, whoever, right? And every individual that does something, they have to be held accountable for whatever it is that they did. Now, you know, when people decide to do negative things on the wrong side, then they have to deal with the consequences accordingly. What happens is when you place yourself in the middle of the consequence, then you become responsible for the karma as well, right? So sometimes we need to just be still and know that He is God, right? Let God handle it. We don't really have to fight battles anymore. See, we have awareness so that we know what's going on, but it's not to fight. It's not to really even do a whole bunch of speaking on it. You know, we acknowledge it and we move forward. We know that the energy is here. We know it's a spiritual war, right? We know this. So we just address it and we keep moving. We don't feed the energy because when you starve something, it dies out, right? Why they have famines? So, what's the energy? What's the energy?
I got inner strength. The animal is the wolf. You may be facing a challenge you feel less than prepared for. This is a reminder that you have all the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. Take a step back and try to take a look at it with fresh eyes. Somebody just spoke about looking through new eyes. So that could be resonating with you very strong, right? I can say about facing challenges that I wasn't prepared for. I found myself in an area where I had two decisions I could make, right? Really three. I could stay where I was at, right? I could take my understanding and try to deal with it, which is where I would fail because it's a spiritual ailment, right? But I did it for years. Oh, I'm strong enough. I can deal with it. Dumb like Samson in a way. God give me the strength and renewal. That's why a lot of people, they look at me like, I don't even look like he lived a hell of a life, right? Made a lot of decisions. But the times that I became the strongest was when I tapped into my inner strength. And my inner strength, it always, when it was really time and I knew I was up against something in this universe that I couldn't beat, I would say, okay, God, okay, I get it. I see, right? And a lot of people, you get so far gone that you feel like that energy is pointless. That's when you under the influence of a trickster spirit. The trickster spirit always wants you to believe you so far gone that nothing can help you. But the energy of the Bible says, yea though I was far off, I was drawn nigh by the blood, right? Which is the energy, right? Of the righteous energy, right? That surrounds you. It's not exhausted because you in darkness.
Right.
It's bigger, right? But it requires you to recognize it as your inner strength, right? You know, one of the times when I was facing a life or death situation, you know what I led to? Prayer. It was nothing else that I could possibly do. And this prayer had to be for real. See, it was that kind of situation where it was life or death in a balance. So I knew I allowed myself to process the voice of God, because God be like, this affliction is light, but you gotta bring it. You gotta bring it. Like, you gotta really know what you in your spirit. Like, okay, I'm tapping into this inner strength because this is what I need. I done exhausted everything I got. I done leaned to my own understanding. I done ran to other deities. I done worked with other spirits. I done got readings. I done everything. Now God says, okay, now the strength lies within God in us, right? So if God is in us, that means that we can reach him. That means we got to reach deep within. Inner strength, right? You got enough tools in there. Somebody got a spiritual treasure chest, right? That's big energy. Spirit says a spiritual treasure chest. That means you got multiple gifts that you could go in your bag and dig out, right? But those gifts require frequency. Like, you know what it reminds me of? Remember Thor's hammer? Thor's hammer was so heavy that nobody could pick it up. And Thor wasn't really that big like a lot of, but Thor could grab the hammer and pick it up. You know why? Because its frequency, it matched that tool. Same way with your gift. Like, when you reach in your bag to grab your gift, you gotta be on the proper frequency to yield it. Right? Real talk, like, it's okay.
So I have one step at a time. I see the mountain ahead and dedicate myself to taking one small step at a time. I make progress by staying focused in the present moment, the current task. Thus, I regain my ease of living. And, you know, I think it's so important to talk about this. I heard him say you have multiple gifts. And so you could be suffering from something that I suffered from. See, when you are a person that is multi-talented, multi-gifted, when God gave you so much energy and you just don't know where to place it, it's very important for you to remember one step at a time. See, what happens is when you have all of this energy, all of these different talents and gifts and different things that God put inside of you, what happens is you want to use all of them at once, right? And because you want to use all of them at once, what happens is you end up using none of them at all. So sometimes you have to, I learned this from an elder, and she told me when she realized this in me, right? She said, you have so many gifts and talents, you have to start with one, and the one will lead you everywhere else you're trying to go. And so I took that and I held it, and I said, okay. And so I began to focus on one. And as I began to focus on one thing, and guess what? The one thing that I began to focus on is not even what I thought it would be. See, I thought that I would have a multi-million-dollar candle boutique. I was a candle maker. I did a lot of different things with my hands.
Yes.
And God said, no, this is not what you're going to be doing, right? And then one time I thought I'd be a motivational speaker, right? Well, God said, well, we're going to do it a different kind of way. And it's crazy because as I began to focus on the one thing that God wanted me to do, it allowed me to be able to do the everything that my flesh wanted to do, right? Because God says if you be obedient, then I'll make all of your gifts have a way for you, right? So now I get to do everything that I love in one because I'm doing what God wants me to do in a whole.
That's your heart's desire. And it speaks of that. The Bible speaks of God giving you your heart's desire once you find alignment, right? And it's true. Like, once you focus on what God gave you to do, all these other things open up. But the enemy is always going to keep you distracted. Do this today.
That's right.
Do that tomorrow.
So just one step at a time, right? Even, sometimes we feel like a small step doesn't mean anything. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to count, but it does. It shows effort. It shows integrity. It shows a willingness to try, right? You know what I learned? Auntie got a little age on it. I'm going to tell you something I learned in life. And I'm coming from a person that's really never, to be honest with you, needed help from anyone. I was a person that thank the Lord, God made me very self-sufficient at a young age, right? But what I learned is, in life, I'm sorry, y'all, my thought just slipped from me. But, what I learned is, I'm going to just say this because my thought slipped and it'll come back. But in life, you will be put in situations where you just have to take, one step at a time, right? If not, it will humble you, right? It will humble you and you'll take 12 steps backwards if you don't take one step at a time. So just try one thing and start it, right? Whatever it is that's been resonating with you. There's something, you've been trying to juggle everything. Just start with one and focus on that one thing and give it all your time and attention, and it'll make a way for the rest.
I was sitting here sometimes, y'all, when I'm sitting here and she talking, I completely be in the yamas, right? And that's ancestral energy. And I get a lot of downloads, and I just got a crazy one. And I'm going to tell y'all. Somebody's ancestor says this. If you want the demons to really, really respect your rebuke, and, you really move in the authority that God has given you, it requires you to exist in a powerful spiritual state outside of connection to other people. Right? Like, it's like, think of spirits, and then you have souls, right? Two metaphysical energies very much present in the universe. Spirits, souls, right? And then you have venerated souls, right? And they allowed to become spirits, right? It's all a series of sequence. Now, you are human that has authority, right? You have authority in this realm over spirits to a certain degree in this realm, in alignment. Now, pen this. This how spirits are. Souls and spirits, ancestors, right? When they see you gathered up with all the holy people and you professing God and you all that, they gonna back away every time because it's too much power in that, right? It's too much power in that, right? But you know what they're going to do? When you profess it with all the people that you, they're going to spot you though, right? And they're going to attack you when you move away from the holy people. So if you find a balance in your life where you exist in spiritual strength away from the holy people, that's when the demon respect you. That's when it be like the energy of the Bible. when the man tried to rebuke the demon, and the demon was like, Jesus I know, and Paul, I know them, right? I know these people, but y'all don't know you though, right? That's because that man didn't do enough work in the spirit to gain respect, right? Yeah, you got authority, but that comes with way of earning respect. That's even demons in the flesh. Move in your spiritual power, right? The demons that torment you in the flesh, that allow themselves to manifest, you will see a level of respect emerge in them, right? Almost so much so, they'll favor you. That's how powerful true authority is when it's God-given. Demons, they begin to even do things to protect you. It become real odd, right? Yeah, it be like that. I'm trying to tell you how chosen ones really move. Like, they be surrounded by, like, you might have Archangel Michael working with Malik, right? They two conflicting energies, but they might be working together in the cause of your life. It's always been that way.
Divine order, that's
Divine order,
Exactly.
providence, right? Understanding that, right? You think everything around Christ was righteous and holy? I'm gonna take it further. Think about David. David was a warrior. So what you think was around him in the spirit? Oh, you think it was all light and lights and whiteness? No, it was very powerful. And David had the kind of demons that rode with him. They was God's elite protection forces. So much so that the people that was using divination, they looked at David and was like, "Oh no, we gotta get away from you."
Mary
like
had a
it's
gambling
something.
problem, right?
Mm-hmm. Even in that, look what kept Mary. Mary spent 3/4 of her life associated with the demonic, back and forth. Even when in the Bible she was walking with Christ, she still was going off, getting into things. But it was her anointing that restored her power. She was the strongest disciple on many levels. When you begin to understand her and you study it, right? She was the glue. Magdala, Mary from Magdala. She was the glue to the energy, right? And just like you might be the glue to your energy. So start making these forces respect you, right? When people send demons at you and they come to see about you, be doing something in your power.
Slaying demons with
Yeah, be
gratitude.
doing something. Them demons that begin to show up and be like, you remember the energy? I don't know why God got me strong in the energy of the Bible, real strong. But you remember when it said Jesus resisted the devil and the devil fled from him, right? It's that same type of energy, right? Resisting the devil is doing your shadow work. Resisting the devil is even being comfortable with your hang-up. Even being comfortable. The things that you're ashamed of, they shouldn't even shame you no more. Honestly, if they still shame you, it's a problem. Go deeper. Because thing about chosen ones, one of our purest energies is right, yo, we got demons we contend with, lust demons, all type of things, flaws, energies, vices. But it's nothing in the energy that's hidden, because it's nothing to this day. I can sit down and rap with anybody, and she can too, and tell you, look, this is what goes on inside my shadow. And I guarantee you could be like, oh, I could live with that. Because I don't have things in my shadow that shame me no more. I wiped them all out. And it checked out. See, that's why it pays not to be a deviant, right? We all got deviant ways, but I'm talking about when you willfully go to darkness and be like, okay, I'm willing to make a deal with the demons.
Kenny trying to sell a soul that you don't own.
It's hard to come back from that. I'm not saying people don't make it back. They do. But why would I go make a deal with an energy that's already defeated?
Right.
That's crazy.
The battle's already been won.
It's already a defeated energy on any level that you break down religion from any scientific perspective, any type of perspective you give me. All of them tell you that the demon was defeated. All of them tell you that. So if the demon is already defeated, right? That means there's an energy out there that supersedes the demon. But our problem is we don't know how to reach it because we don't think it's bigger than us. God ain't give you the authority to fight no demon on your own. A spiritual demon will tear us apart. What makes the difference? The anointing.
That's why it tells us that we're fighting against principalities and wickedness in high places.
Right.
High places. These are spiritually ranked energies, you know.
Yes.
Forces to be reckoned with. Things that, you know, sometimes the things we do, it won't work.
Somebody
we
ringing.
need something higher, you know.
That's crazy, divine feminine thought, because I had a premonition about your ears ringing. This was earlier, right? My ears was ringing, and I was like, somebody ears ringing in the collective. I just never got around to saying it. That's crazy.
I know I picked up somebody eating hibachi for lunch. I picked up Atlanta. I picked up London, New Jersey, South Carolina, California. Something about a court date on April 15th. Ogun showed up here.
Hey.
Okay, black and green. And then something about your past is your past. You could be interfering with divine order. Okay? Hibachi and lemonade is here. I don't know.
Lemonade.
That's what was coming through.
I want some lemonade.
I want some
so
hibachi
bad
and lemonade
right
too.
now.
I'm like, dang, who eating this stuff?
Oh, what y'all eating for
You in
lunch?
Cali. Oh wow, and your birthday. See, look, the energy coming straight through.
Happy birthday, Miss
Happy
T. Charmaine.
birthday
Welcome
to you.
Welcome you here.
Hey.
Definitely
Happy
feel your energy.
birthday to you.
An outline burger.
Hey. Ooh, that sounds good.
I cleaned up my act. I don't eat
but
meat.
I don't eat meat.
I don't eat meat anymore. I cleaned it up. I don't think an alkaline burger is meat though, is it?
I don't know.
I ain't sure. I ain't never heard
I
of
don't
it.
eat veggie meat, none of that stuff though. I don't like
She helped me get my act together because when we got together, I was eating so much steak. Like I'm a steak. Like I love a good steak, right?
if I cut out the other stuff, y'all would be skinny. I know you like what? I know.
Mushrooms, chickpeas. Okay.
Oh.
Chickpeas good.
Oh, okay. Now that sounds like something I could eat. Where they make that at? They come with French fries and stuff. Child, send me some. That sounds like that might
Yeah,
be
you gotta have to
good.
give us some French fries,
Okay.
red potato cuts.
We need some red potato French fries, some ketchup, salt, pepper, ketchup.
Hey,
Oh, you make it. Okay, Divine Femme.
that's action right there.
See, I thought you was talking about some of that Beyond Meat. I don't eat that stuff.
Hey, you know, I'm
I don't eat none of that stuff.
So Spirit want me to go ahead be personal. Well, what really helped me stop eating meat was her. She was already not eating meat. I was a pretty clean eater.
Okay.
I was a pretty clean eater. I was, I'm more of a chef kind.
Yeah.
Like I'm a healthy eater. But I cut the meat out. But you know what I found out around the time I cut the meat out? A lot of spiritual, like we were speaking about evil, negative, malignant energies. Do you know that they actually crave meat? Did you know that? Like when you get an entity attachment that's negative and baneful, they often want the host to eat meat, right? And did you know that when you stop eating meat, even for a period of time, you kind of starve an energy? Like I found that out. It was wild. Like I found out that a lot of the particularly high-ranking energies that we deal with, malignant, that possess people, they really be trying to become them. But she showed me through the book of Enoch. We was chopping it up, reading it, and we actually found out that baneful spirits were denied mortal bodies by God, right? During the transition into this experience, it was rule set, right? So they can't actually exist in this realm as flesh, but when they subjugate a human, that's why the human's body falls apart. Like if you ever seen a person in their last stages of demonic possession, their body literally fall apart. Their mind is already transformed into the entity, and now the entity wants to become what is forbidden, and that's a mortal body. I said, whoa, right? I started wanting to push every little thing like, yo, look, man. Yeah, the book of Enoch, that's a good book.
Okay. I got Joy coming out. It says, like a child, I discovered joy in the simplicity of life. Happiness lies in magical moments, not the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of light. And I love this. There's so many people, like, I'm hearing people, like, forget these labels, these designers, these different things. People are not really worried about that right now. People are wanting to know how your spirit checks out. It's like,
yeah.
I don't care, if you got the Dior shirt on or not. I want to know, is that spirit Dior, right? Is your spirit worth $8.99, right? That's what I want to know. The spirit underneath of the shirt.
Nobody care about that Louis.
Right? It's like that kind of energy.
Nobody care about that LV.
But I feel like, I feel like joy is here for you, collective. Like a child, you're discovering the simplest things in life truly do make you happy. I feel like at one time you could have thought you needed a whole bunch of this, a whole bunch of that. Right? But right now, you know exactly what you have is what you need. It doesn't take very much for you. See, joy comes from within, right? And I feel like, you're learning this, and joy is here for you. Happiness, it lies in the magical moments. You know how many times people don't get to enjoy the moment, right? Because they're always worried about what's going to happen next, right? So they don't get to live in the moment of happiness and pure bliss and joy. So Spirit is really wanting you to just take your time, right? Live in the moment. Joy is here for you. It's like, remember the days when you didn't have any joy, you didn't have any peace. So it's like right now it's your birthright, this is something that it's mandatory, okay, for you to be happy. I love that you're happy. You should be happy. You deserve happiness. You come from happiness. Okay. Yeah. I said I'm happy. Oh. I said I'm happy. Hey. My life is happy. Hey. My life is happy. Hey. I'm happy. Hey. I'm happy. Hey. I'm happy. Hey. I'm happy. I'm happy. My life is happy. Yeah. 'Cause joy comes in the morning. Hey. I'm happy. I'm happy. Hey. One step at a time. One step at a time. Yeah. 'Cause joy is here for you. Hey. Joy is here for you. Yeah. You have inner strength and boundaries. Keep them boundaries. Yeah. Keep them boundaries up. Keep them boundaries. Hey. Keep them boundaries up. It's working. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, it's working. Hey. Hey. Joy comes in the morning. Hey. 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 Divine fruit. Okay? As I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light. My heart is warmth. And my soul is strength. I am nurtured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects my inner light. It's your light. Yeah. It's your light. It's your light. Yeah. Divine fruit. It's your light. Yeah. It's your light. Divine light. Hey. It's your light. Hey. One step. One step. One step. At a time. Hey. Hey. Joy comes in the morning. Yeah, look, we got Dolphin. Play. Okay, it's time for you to play. It's time for you to have fun. I'm hearing it's time for you to be in your childlike energy. See, a lot of you guys, your childhood was robbed from you. You didn't get to be, the person you were supposed to be at that time. A lot of people were wanting to, hide your energy. They didn't want anyone to know that you were gifted, you were talented, you had powers. See, because there's someone that knew exactly who you were. So child, play, have fun, be unauthentically you. It doesn't matter how old you are. Do what makes you happy, what makes your heart feel good. It's time to have fun. In your childlike energy. Hey, yeah. Playtime, playtime. Hey, yeah. In your childlike energy. Hey, in your childlike energy. It says, swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. See, you're gaining more knowledge, You've gone through life and you have been picking up the lessons that have been put down in front of you. It's like, I'm not going. I don't go back. No, I don't going. I don't go back. Yeah. I'm not going. I don't go back. I'm not going. I don't go back. Right? Yeah. It's like there's so many things that want you to just come back. But God is like, go forward. It's a lot of energy of wanting you to go against the grain. So when you feel like things are you're struggling to get to something, it's like a hold or a blockage. Begin to know when you're going against the grain, right? Hey, because right now everything should be smooth. It's smooth sailing right now. There's not a whole bunch of tides in the water. It's smooth sailing. So it's like, if you feel yourself and you feel a force, a struggle, a presence of not being able to go that way, that means you're going the wrong way. We gotta go forward. It's like, hey, we don't go backwards. No, we move forward. Yeah. We don't go backwards. No, we move forward. Yeah. Cause we here with a plan. Yeah. We here with a plan. Yeah. We here with a plan. Hey. Yeah. No going backwards. We got me coming out for you. Okay? Me. Right? I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I can feel it. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. So it's like, you need soul food now, Someone has to fill you up spiritually to really make you feel a kind of way, Like certain things just ain't gonna resonate with you anymore. You need that soul food. Hey, I said soul food. I need my soul fed. Soul food. I need my soul fed. Hey, I need my soul fed. Yeah, I need my soul fed. It's like, your soul is telling you exactly what it desires, right? It's like, yeah. I need my soul fed. I need the soul food. I'm not the old food. I need soul food. Hey, yeah. One step at a time. Hey, divine fruit. You're back for everything. You back for everything. Yeah, because joy comes in the morning. Hey, light within me. I do one thing at a time. Remember, one step at a time. It's very important to remember one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. Don't I tell you guys this all the time? Live in the moment, okay? I cast off all my doubts and my fears dissipate. Oh my gosh, right? I find peace in my being. I can feel it in my being. I can feel it in my body. Someone has allowed themselves to be free, okay? You know? See, sometimes staying with the wrong energies, you know, it binds your body up. You know, you're wondering why you ain't feeling right. Things are off, right? I said the calm is here. Okay? The calm is here. You need a soul food. You need a soul food. Feed my soul. Hey, you know? I love this energy for you. I feel like, you know, I love this for you. You know, I just feel like, you know, you need to know that joy is here. You need to know that joy is here. So relax now. So relax now. You can dance now. You can chill now. Hey, one step at a time, y'all. That's all we gotta do is take things one step at a time, you know? Don't try to overwhelm yourself with everything at once, like, especially when you're trying to change, right? You know, when you can feel God resonating in you and you know there's things to change, and it could be a lot of things that need to change. Don't try to just stop everything at once. A lot of times, you won't stick to it. Now, if you try to start with one thing, all right, I'm gonna leave this alone, right? You know, going forward, Lord, look, this is the thing I want you to start right here. I want to start right here, okay? And as I start right here with this thing that I'm going to let go, let my vision be clear. Let me be able to see what you want me to do. Let me be able to hear you a little bit more. Let me know when it's you talking and when it's something that's not speaking to me, right? Let me know when it's my own voice that's causing me fear, you know? Let me feel when you're telling me to make a move, right? Let me move one step at a time because I trust that, you know, you are guiding me in the right direction. Yeah. Said joy. Joy is here. Joy. Joy is here. Hey. Hey. Enjoyed the message. We'll be back later on this afternoon, 12:22 on the clock. You can do everything you want to do, right? We love you guys so much. Thank you guys. Okay? We elemental beings. If you were new here,
God bless you. We love you all.
Soul Tribe, thank you for returning. Ashe.